the trial that could decide Lil Durk's life. Lil Durk isn't serving a life sentence, but right now, he's fighting a case where life in prison is on the table. And the story starts with one night in Atlanta, the night King Von was killed. On the 6th of November 2020, Von was shot outside a hookah lounge during a confrontation involving Quando Rondo's crew. Von died at just 26. According to federal prosecutors, that death changed everything. They alleged Durk wanted revenge against Quando Rondo, and that revenge eventually became a murder-for-hire conspiracy. Their biggest allegation? That members of Durk's alleged crew traveled from Chicago to Los Angeles in August 2022 to find Quando. On August 19, they allegedly opened fire at a Los Angeles gas station. Quando survived. His cousin, Xavier Robinson, known as Lul Pab, didn't. And that's where the case became a federal nightmare. Prosecutors say the trail leads back to Durk through flights, hotel rooms, credit cards, phones, messages, weapons, and cooperating witnesses. Then came October 2024. As authorities arrested several alleged co-conspirators, investigators say Durk had international flights booked, including routes for Dubai and Switzerland. He never boarded them. Instead, he was arrested near an airport before a private jet was scheduled to leave for Italy. To prosecutors, it looked like an attempted escape. To the defense, it was something entirely different. And that defense has attacked one of the government's most controversial weapons, Durk's music. Prosecutors want to use lyrics as evidence of his mindset and alleged action. His lawyers argue that rap is art, not a confession. They even pointed to lyrics prosecutors connected to the 2022 shooting that had allegedly been recorded months before the killing happened. That argument exposed a major weakness in the government's case. But prosecutors still have something potentially more powerful than lyrics. People. Cooperating witnesses are expected to testify about what allegedly happened inside Durk's circle, including claims involving money, retaliation, and conversations after the shooting. And this is where the entire trial could turn. Because if jurors believe those witnesses, the government's story becomes a chain. King Von's death, the alleged retaliation, the trip to Los Angeles, the shooting, the death of Lul Pab, the money and communications, and Durk's alleged involvement. But if the defense convinces jurors that prosecutors are connecting unrelated events and relying too heavily on questionable witnesses, lyrics, and associations, the entire narrative could collapse. And there's one fact that cannot be overstated. Lil Durk has not been convicted. He has pleaded not guilty, and his lawyers maintain that he is innocent. As jury selection begins in August 2026, the question isn't what the internet believes. It isn't what his lyrics sound like. It isn't even who he knows. The question is much simpler. Can the government prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Lil Durk was actually behind the murder-for-hire conspiracy? Because if the jury says yes, the consequences could be devastating, including mandatory life imprisonment on the central murder-for-hire charge if all required elements are proven. But if they say no, the government's entire story could fall apart. And that verdict could determine whether Lil Durk walks out of federal custody or spends the rest of his life behind bars.